down low. It was intended for Bentivoglio maybe to try and tip it. Brian Stewart stayed down low with it, and Klotz can chase this ahead of Scott Hotham. Klotz loses his feet. Klotz does end up with the puck, but can't get a pass out to Jordan Petrus. And now here come the Devils once more. Guy Doucette, top of the circle, tries to put the moves on David Clemens. He does, jams it, and the rebound comes in maybe off Cantin. Doucette celebrates like it's his. We'll have a look again. It's Devils 1, Blaze nothing, that's for sure. Mark Cantin just looked like he couldn't clear this one out here, Alan.
Yeah, Doucette so dangerous coming off his off wing there. Gets that out front. It does indeed. I think that does come off Cantin there. He's got Josh Batch breathing down his neck, but that's almost harder to put that puck away from Cantin than it was to miss the goal, I thought.
Marquardt, puck comes off Josh Godfrey's loose lumber from a couple of shifts back. Marquardt does a good job of slamming that free. Davis might get hit here ahead of Batch. He does. And Batch does a good job using his size. Puck is behind the net now for the Blaze. Jammed in tight and in by the Coventry Blaze man. I believe that's Matt Marquardt in tight, and there'll be some pushing and shoving as Josh Batch was trying to do everything he could to stop that goal going in. Blaze have tied it up. Matt Marquardt, a guy who's started to find a couple of goals. He scored against Nottingham a couple of weeks back, and here, from right in the blue paint, gets this game tied up.
Yeah, Ben Davis, they're sticking with the play as well. He lost out initially to Josh Batch on the race forward, but then made a nice play. We know in Cardiff how well he can make those plays down low. Matt Marquardt there, who's got time on the big line tonight, but it's Ben Davis tonight who provides him with the assist there, and I think that's just what the Blaze deserve.
Hotham, watched by Siner. Jorgensen was keeping a firm eye on Andrew Hotham to see whether he was going to pinch down. And Almeida scoops that along the line, all just behind Marquardt, but into the neutral zone. In relative safety, although it is at the hands of Hotham. Hotham drives, blocked, a second chance. Again off Cantin, third out in front of the creases. Brian Stewart was scrambling to get back. Hotham in to the hash marks. It's in the back of the net from the mid-slot. Bentivoglio, I think, is the man for the Devils. 2 goals in 45 seconds, and the Devils get their 2-1 lead back. Wow, what a great Boxing Day affair so far.
Yeah, for the Devils, it's a definite plan. We talk about it every time. I know John talked about it a lot the last time he was up here with you, Ed. It's that plan to draw Stewart out of the net, and Hotham did it by hook or by crook, and Stewart never quite recovered from that position. Eventually it came out to Bentivoglio. Stewart looked to push the net away, but Michael Hicks was right on the spot and decided that one is going to count for Sean Bentivoglio. The Devils can be accused sometimes of overplaying that tactic against Stewart, but I think that time it worked for them. They go 2-1 up.
Here's Bentivoglio, who will get to Mark Richardson. A lot of space for the Devils as the Blaze are back to full strength, and one eludes everybody. He's slammed through the crease. Fournier will come one off the ankle of Cowley. And Cantin should do something with this here. He does. Gets ahead of Jorgensen. Although Jorgensen makes an awful decision. The Devils have a chance. Joey Haddad dispatches it. If in doubt, glassing out. And the Devils will go 3-1 up because of a miscommunication, a broken play, but a great finish from Joey Haddad too.
How many times you see it, Ed? It's that big penalty kill from the Blaze. They kill the 5-on-3, then the 5-on-4. First shift after that, though, the concentration is just lost a little bit. The Devils take advantage. We've seen Joey Haddad look to make plays in front of goal. That time he just had one thing on his mind: turn, blast that one-timer, and it found a way past Brian Stewart.
Here's Robin Bergman, gets it across. Long pass at the feet of Robinson. Did well to pull that in. Sends it through. It comes to Cantin. Oh, it eluded Mark Cantin. Danger now for the Devils, although Bordelow felt he was impeded. Bergman goes offside, trying to deep ground his man. And scrappy hockey. Lovely stretch pass on Myers. Great play from the Devils. Great save from Brian Stewart, though. Oh, my goodness gracious me. That's save of the night. It could be save of the month. Phenomenal stop. Let's have a look again. There's some pushing and shoving, but I want to see the save. Yikes alive. This is a massive kill for the Blaze. They let the Devils get 3 ahead. The game's going to look a whole lot different. but at 2, they're still within reach. Here's Fournier. Down low. Devils working the half wall with Haddad. Steps in, shoots. Oh, clangs the netminder's mask. Noble and Bhutan recognised it. Tried to make sure the Devils men didn't injure their dazed netminder. And, you know, Haddad has the third Devils goal. If he'd had the fourth, I don't know if the Blaze would have recovered.
I think Haddad's got an underrated shot. We saw that with the one-timer. That was a quick shot that was on Stewart before he knew much about it, and he scores a lot of points for the Devils on the power play as well. So he's got that rugged style, that power forward style, but he's also got a wicked shot out front and good hands as well. And he can perhaps surprise defensemen sometimes with the room he makes for himself.
He's just a good hockey player, Alan. He's just a good hockey player. You know, out of Sydney, Nova Scotia, if I remember rightly, spent a lot of time in Bridgeport, in the American League, and
captain at East Coast level as well.
Yeah, you can see why. He's just a tremendous player. When you can get big guys like that with that kind of skill set, you know, you're going to have a career until your body doesn't want to anymore. Shot through traffic, tipped! Haddad was in the play, it won't come off him though. That's a huge goal for the Devils. Wonderful redirection, Alan. Let's have a look again.
Yeah, I think it's Lane Ulmer who's got the goal out front there, and again, that's what this Devils power play can do. It's Scott Hotham who makes the play on the far side, and I think that's Gleason Fournier there, isn't it? Just walking the line. That time got the shot away. If you close Fournier down, you can create him problems, but he had far too much time and space on the blue line there. Got the shot through. Devils with 2 players around the net. The chances were one of them was going to get a tip on it.
Here's Aslan. Off to Hotham. Around Jorgensen. Lovely pick. Lovely skating. Godfrey did just enough. Lovely pad save in the end as Bergman sends one on bounce. Oh, that's a rebound. That's a wraparound. And that's a goal from Robin Bergman. Weak off the pads of bounds. And Bergman had one thing on his mind. The wraparound snuck in. That's 2 goals from that same vicinity of ice against Ben Bounce here. Great finish from the man who struggled for goals. Clever. Yeah,
and we said the Devils, as confident as they look, they dominated the play in this third period, but you can find them going to sleep from time to time, and I think there was a little bit of that there. Again, the Blaze found a way to outcompete the Devils behind the goal of Ben Bounds, and he didn't get a lot of help from his defenseman there that time. And big goal for the Blaze. Well, we were just talking about the context of this game going into tomorrow. Well, this is a 2-goal game again now, so you've got to see the Blaze find a way here. They're right back in it.
Here's Ulmer. Comes in hard. Trajectory of the pass was to the high slot. Now here's Hotham. Shoots, tipped in front. Great tip from Ulmer. I don't think Stewart knew much about it. I think he came off his stick in the end. Here's Marquardt up the other end. Leans on Richardson. Gets round. Tries to wrap it around. It comes to the back of the net from Siner. Bounce had no idea where it was at all. And TJ Siner cuts this Devils lead to 1. That is a huge goal, and the Skydome's responding accordingly.
And again, it's the momentum-changing shift from Garrett Klotz, isn't it, initially? And for the 3rd time, the Blaze find success on that left post of Ben Bounds there. They clearly feel they got an opportunity to create something in that area. That puck finds its way out. The Devils, again, not with the coverage, breaks down in their own zone, and that's an easy finish for a man of Siner's class.
Bergman. Not a lot of room to work, but Ashley Tate will get onto this chip nicely. To the point, Cantin. What's he going to do? Gives it to Bhutan, that's what he's going to do, and now they're going to go to work. Cantin winds up, drives. Good save by Bounds. Stretched across, maybe a little unsighted. Bhutan's going to get it here. Bhutan. Devils back to full strength. Bergman steps into the hash mark, shoots off the leg of the defenseman. Devils can't clear just yet. Cantin in. Still there for somebody, but David Bryan will send it ahead of Mark Lewis. Fresh out the gate, Mark Lewis. Hot out the traps, and if he's like a greyhound, he's a big one. Sends him in front. Oh yes, what a play, Mark Lewis. Devils get their 2-goal advantage back. This is a lovely play from the big number 4.
I think it's Lane Ulmer stepping in. We'll get a view of that now. Mark Lewis can skate so well. He's primarily playing as that defensive for the Devils. Out there with Gleeson Fournier will join the rush. But when Lewis decides to go, he's so difficult to move off the puck. He's 6'4", 225 pounds, and he skates so well, moves the puck well, found room there behind the Blaze. And Lane Ulmer out front, who's perhaps not got off to the start in Cardiff on the board at least. He does everything else well that he'd like. Boy, has he been good tonight. He's getting in front of the goaltender, and that's how he makes those plays out there. But superb from Mark Lewis, and again, it's off the back of a power play, isn't it?